yo, thanks for tuning in to Celebs Source, your source for celeb news. Now today we have, hey yo, we got Foogiano getting sentenced, Big Sean's back and forth, Moneybag with the performance reviews, Lil Baby with an explanation for the beef, Honeycomb Brazy getting arrested, and Fat Joe on 50 Cent clearing the air. Again, thanks for tuning in to Celebs Source. Hey yo, if this is your first time to the channel, man, be sure to hit that like button if you're feeling any part of the content. You know we definitely appreciate that, man. Hit that notification bell so you can be first in line when we drop this heat, and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed to the channel. Hey yo, man, someone by the name of Southwest Philadelphia 58 came through talking about, yo, man, I respect your channel, but you sound dumb as hell, man. You calling these clowns demons. I think he's talking about the Jacksonville joint. And it's people like this that's glorifying the dumb-ish, man. Yo, man, when we mentioned demons on that particular video, I wasn't like trying to say, yo, these dudes is demons, yo. These cats is mad raw. I'm saying like actual demon spirits are influencing these people to do this foolishness, man. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm speaking on a spiritual level, bruh. I mean, you gotta stay with us, fam. I mean, you gotta follow the line of reasoning, man. That's what all the content covers. You see what I'm saying? I hit it from another aspect that a lot of folks don't like to hit it from. You see what I'm saying? Hey, yo, L came through talking about, man, boys need their dads more than moms need their checks. I thought that was a very, very, very interesting statement, man. Yo, my boy got into a situation, man, where, you know what I mean? Well, I don't even want to get into it. I don't want to put my man's business out there like that, man. Yo, first on deck, just so you know, man, you know what I mean? We can't have you out here in the streets with your pants down, man. Bill Gates and Melinda Gates, if you haven't already heard, have announced their divorce after 27 years. Talking about irreconcilable differences, man. I'm like, yo, these cats for real? Just go to the other side of the house, man. Unless one of them is like, yo, I could do that, but what about my hot young thing over there? You see what I'm saying? Folks are going to want to know, you know, what up with that? Anyway, Bill Gates is out here. He announced his divorce. You see what I'm saying? So I know, you know, a lot of ladies are greasing up their knees and stuff like. Well, it makes it sound. When I say that, I mean like putting lotion on. I don't mean. Look, Foogiano has had quite a year, right? Someone tried to pull a 1987 and snatched a man's chain, right? 2 people became bodies in connection with that. Your boy was on a run for 3 months after he violated his probation on some burglary charges by burning off the air lockups. That's right, his ankle bracelets. They found that joint on the side of the road, likely with a message that read, F out of here. You see what I'm saying? It'd be legendary if he actually wrote that on an ankle bracelet. Anyway, he threatened to slap the ish out of Trey Songz for talking to his lady, Rooney Rucci or something. I think that's her name, right? Well, now they've officially decided to sentence your boy, and guess how much time your boy got? That's right, your man's got 5 years behind bars, man. That's gonna be a whack situation, man. You see what I'm saying? I mean, look, 5 years, just waiting. Like, when I wait for these videos to drop, man, that joint be taking long, man. 5 years behind bars, bro. Hey, yo, the internet came out the house like, now who are we going to F with today? And Big Sean was walking down the street. Someone came through on Twitter talking about, quote, who's the worst rapper you've heard, and why is it Big Sean? Close quote. Yo, he was just minding his business, man. Anyway, he dignified the post, right, with a response saying, quote, I'm surprised you even remember stuff I did over a decade ago, especially if you didn't like it, close quote. Because I think they quoted like an old lyric that he did from 10 years ago. The person said, love, man, matter of fact, you know, he said, yo, love, man, I outgrew that line and a lot of my old stuff myself too. Wait, that don't make no sense. I outgrew that line and a lot of my old stuff myself too. But when you try to read this stuff, the way they write, it's like, I'm just trying to read it. It ain't me. Don't be getting at me about my reading, man. You see what I'm saying? These people write crazy. Anyway, the internet saw what he was trying to say and was like, wait, I got your attention? And posted, quote, I should have posted this one then, with the lyrics being, quote, I had a dream I rode with Rosa Parks in the back of a Bach, and we was blowing a blunt, and she was packing a strap, close quote. Then they also posted, I guess when the stars align, you do like the solar system and plan it out? Whatever, man. Look, bruh, Don't engage, Big Sean, okay? I mean, I know it's difficult. Sometimes when I see the trolls in the comment section, man, it'd be hard not to engage. But don't engage, bruh. Okay, if they say your joint is whack, man, just keep it pushing and prove them wrong with the hot content that you dropping, man. You see what I'm saying? When people tell me my paperwork is trash, I hire somebody to do the paperwork proper. You see what I'm saying? You like, wait a minute, is he saying get a ghostwriter? I mean, if your joint is trash, I guess so, right? I wouldn't do it though. You see what I'm saying? I don't respect, Okay, look, a TikToker posted, quote, "So I went to Moneybag Yo's concert. It was boring and dry as F," close quote. Matter of fact, open that quote back up, man. They continued on and said, "He only stayed for like 15 minutes. I want a refund," close quote. Then he gave Moneybag, right, a 5 out of 10 for his performance, man. Now, Moneybag actually responded to that by saying, quote, "I had 4 other shows that same day. Do you think I give a F?" Close quote. I feel like the answer to that question is a low-key yes. And then Moneybag continued on and said, "Tell him to post the other ones." Close quote. Look, here's what pisses me off about this story right here, man. It was the perfect opportunity, right, for Moneybag to say, "I thought a broke nigga said something." You see what I'm saying? Like, that was the perfect opportunity, bruh. Lil Baby made an interesting statement not too long ago on social media. Well, he stated, "We gotta stop letting these females be the reason behind the beef." Close quote. Now, Asian Doll jumped into the convo talking about ninjas be more messy about the situation than the females. Close quote. Here's the thing, right? I don't really think any of the beef that be going on that involves women, it's not really about women, man. It's about ego and pride, man. Like, it's not that these guys are madly in love with these women. They're madly in love with themselves, madly in love with their image, madly in love with their egos. Even if you disrespect their women, they often take it as a direct affront to themselves. But, I mean, I see what he was trying to say. You know what I mean? A lot of these deaths involve or are connected to women. But, I mean, Lil Baby, I got to disagree with you, big dog, on this one, man. It ain't about the women. It's about the pride, man. And they feel disrespect. Yo, how dare you disrespect me? Even if they're arguing over like they dead friends or what have you. It's kind of like, yeah, you killed my friend, but you also disrespected me and my crew in the process, man. And so therefore, you know what I mean? It's hammer time. You follow me, man? Yo, we did a story a few weeks back, right, about Honeycomb Brazy's grandparents, who were the unfortunate, they were like collateral damage on some bullish. Not only were Brazy's grandparents shot to death, but they also had their house burned to the ground with them in it, okay, after they were shot to death. The police believe his grandparents were killed in connection with some beef he had with his ops. These cats are cold-blooded. And they probably suspect that his connection to the whole situation was connected to his statement when he said, "Long live grandma and grandpa. Y'all was my heart for real. I put y'all in every song. I hate y'all got caught up in my ish." Shaking my head. "This ish hurt, man. I beg y'all to let me move y'all every day, but y'all taught me how to be a stand-up guy. Y'all always told me if it's our time, it's our time. God is," close quote. That's what he said, man. And so, the connection is like, yo, man, so he must be connected. Here's the craziness, right? He went back to Alabama for a funeral and promptly there got into a shootout, which was later posted on social media. Yo, there's cameras everywhere, man. You can't just go and have a shootout anywhere. You can't do any kind of wild crime because there's cameras everywhere, man. And even if you think, yo, I'm in the neighborhood, ain't no cameras around, folks be having rings on their doorbells, man. You see what I'm saying? So, they could see what was going on. This is how we saw what happened with Ma'Khia Bryant, man. The dude had like some kind of a ring or something like that from across the street. Anyway, here's the other thing, right? He got into the shootout, and that was a violation of his probation. Imagine that, a shootout being a violation of your probation. You can do all kinds of stuff, man, but whatever you do, don't get into a shootout. Anyway, your boy was booked on drugs and gun charges, and as soon as we get more details on that horrific situation, that whole thing, we gonna fill you in on the details, man. And finally, This is a good one to leave you off with, because all that other stuff, it's just, there's a level of, there's a toxicity to this, whatever. Let me just go, okay? Because my speech teacher took off this week, so I can't really speak well. Look, this is a good one to leave you off with. If you remember anything about 50 Cent back in the day, 50 had beef with damn near all of hip-hop simultaneously. If you got down with Ja Rule, then you got caught in the blast radius. And Fat Joe was one of the unfortunate recipients, to that heat. Now, Fat Joe linked up with Talib Kweli to air out how 50 and him patched things up back in the days, which is the ultimate man move. And it was done in front of the culture. In other words, these artists were big enough to put their egos to the side and patch things up. Fat Joe, matter of fact, take a quick listen to what Fat Joe had to say.
Music stops. He puts his hands out and he says, peace for Chris Lighty. Chris Lighty wanted peace. So
my man said, quote, I never thought in my life I would squash the beef with 50 Cent. I'm the real deal. If we would have bumped heads somewhere, it would have went down physically 100%. So when Chris Lighty died, I went to the funeral by myself. Where I come from, the morals I have is I gotta pay respect and show love to the family. I show up and 50 Cent is there. He's on the other side, I don't see him. When I show up to the BET Awards, we on point. We super focused. That's the only way I can explain it legally. They say rehearsal. I perform lean back and then 50 comes out. He ends up right by where I'm at. And when the music stops, 50 puts his hands out and says, peace for Chris Lighty. Chris Lighty wanted peace. So I'm looking at him like peace. This is what Fat Joe said. I'm looking at him like peace. All the ish this guy done said about me, it's like an effing movie going on right here. Like, where am I? I lost my place. I should have had my ruler here. Oh, he said, I shook his hand and said peace. He said, peace, man. Terror Squad G Unit for Chris Lighty. That was it. I remember when I did that, people started dancing in the audience. People started running. There wasn't Instagram at that time, but the joint went viral. When we did the actual performance, people went crazy. I think we have an obligation, a responsibility to show these young brothers that beefing over words can be squashed. You can become friends. It doesn't have to result in us killing each other. The rap beef doesn't have to turn violent in the streets. I hope everybody sees that and says the ish they were saying to each other and now they're friends. It can happen. Close quote. Now, he cites a 4-month stint in jail as having changed his outlook for the better, right? He even said, I've been beefing with these people for so long. He reflected on it and said, why don't I squash beef with all my enemies and see what doors it opens? Close quote. Damn, bro. You see that, man? That's how real men handle their situations, man. A lot of kids ain't there yet. You follow me? And they think like, yo, the violence is where it's at. But the violence only begets more violence, man. Somebody's got to tell these cats, man. I don't know if it's an OG or somebody. A lot of times these kids, they don't want to listen to nobody, but surely there's somebody that they listening to. If you're an OG, if you got somebody's ears, if y'all listen to Celebs Source, man, y'all got to know this, man. Violence begets more violence, and you never know who the next person's gonna be. That loved one that you seeing today might be going tomorrow off some beef that you running your mouth about, man. So you know what I'm saying? Make a little bit of peace and be the bigger man about that, yo, man. Yo, let us know what you think about that, yo. Am I talking crazy, man? I mean, should there never be peace? Should we just continue to, clap at each other till all of our relatives are gone, man? You see what I'm saying? Should these artists be replying to people that are talking crazy about their work, man? Let us know what you think in the comments below. Be sure to like, be sure to subscribe. Yo, thanks for tuning in to Celebs Source, your source for celeb news.